Hello viewers, I am going to start a new chapter of English, that is the heart of the tree. Now the heart of the tree, I am going to explain you this poem with paraphrase, means paragraph explanation. The hearts of the tree. Now let's introduce with this poem. The Heart of the Tree is a poem written by American novelist and poet Henry Cuellar Warner. By asking the question in the first line of every stanza in the poem, what does he plan? Who plants a tree? He wants the readers to think about the answer, and then he himself gives the answer. Warner appreciates trees not only for their aesthetic value, but also for their role in human welfare. For him, a tree proves to be a friend of the sun and the sky and contributes positively for the growth of the nation. Now, let me tell about the poet. Henry Cuellar Warner was born on August 3rd, 1855 in New York. He was educated in New York City. He turned to journalism after working as a clerk in a business establishment house. In 1877, he became the assistant editor of the comic weekly Puck. Puck was a new periodical then fighting for its survival, but Warner's literary skill and hard work developed it into a powerful social and political media. It is believed that Warner's prose style never attained literary perfection, but it has its charm in its simplicity. Warner died on May 11, 1896 at a young age of 41. Now let me tell about Warner's works. Warner was known primarily as the editor of the humor magazine Puck. Besides, he published several other works. His published works include A Woman of Honor, that was in the year 1883. Heirs from Arcady, that was in the year 1884. The Midge, that was in the year 1886, etc. Now, let me explain you stanza first of the poem. In the opening stanza, the poet poses a general question to the readers. According to him, planting a tree means more than what we mean by plantation as an activity. Then the poet goes on explaining the question. What does he plant? Who plants a tree? According to him, the one who plants a tree plants a friend of sun and sky. The tree is suggested as a friend of sun and sky because one day it will grow tall and appear to reach the sky. The tree is a friend of the sun, as the tree is dependent on sunlight to carry out the process of photosynthesis to make its food. Similarly, the tree is a friend of the sky. It takes in carbon dioxide from the air and releases oxygen in the air and thus purifies the air. Also, the transpiration from trees is responsible for cloud formation in the sky and thus rain. The tree is again compared to a flag of free breeze. Like a flag flutters freely in the breeze, the Leaves of the tree flutter and provide soothing, cool breeze to us. The tree grows high with its long narrow stem and looks like a beautiful towers. It appears the trees have made a home closest to heaven. The man plants a tree, plants seeds for the mother bird who sings to her young ones happily with a soft and gentle voice in the twilight. The bird's high-pitched tone adds to the pleasant harmony of the universe. Now come to stanza second. In the second stanza, the poet asks the same question again. Perhaps he wants to suggest more benefits of planting a tree. The plant in course of time will grow tall and provide cool shade and cause tender rain. It will bear seeds and birds for the future progeny. After many years, the old trees will wither away, and these seeds will grow into new trees and into a dense forest. Since forests are our natural heritage, the one who plants trees help in conserving natural heritage. This is symbolic of the process of birth, death, and regeneration. In this way, trees make the plains beautiful. The forest is inherited by the man who plants a tree. It will provide crops to the future generation. Surely, the upcoming generation will reap all the benefits of the tree that are being planted now. Now come to the stanza 3. The poet asks the same question for the third time to create more interest in the readers. But in the final stanza, he becomes more philosophical. According to him, the man who plants a tree with a sense of loyalty. He loves his family and the entire universe. He is concerned about the future of the earth. He plants trees so that human beings can get food for the plants, sap and leaves. Besides, he can get wood for his use. Even the poet thinks about the future of the society. What will happen to the world without plants? Therefore, the man who plants a tree has been described as godlike, as is indicated by the use of the capital H in his line 24. By planting trees, he showers his blessing on the neighborhood. He holds the future progress of mankind in his hands. Our land will become barren without trees. The poet became more anxious and could see that the growth of the universe is possible only by planting trees.